Good evening, everybody. It is October the 31st. Tonight, you're going to need a chair, a pair of weights, a block, and a band for your legs. If you don't have a yoga block, you can use a box, a pasta, you can use a cereal box. Anything that you can step over and change to multiple heights is suitable. And if all else fails, if you've got your body towel or a pillow, you can step over that as long as it's not something that's going to break and it's not something too wide for you to step over. All right, we're going to start out with warm up. Yes, you can work out barefooted if that is your inclination. We're not going to be doing anything. We're not going to be putting stuff under our feet that's going to hurt you. So we're going to just start with our warm up. I'm going to play the first song 2 times so we can warm up and then we'll play it again. So here we go. Let's get your knees up so we get our legs started. Big arms. And let's widen our stance as we're doing this. And do a knee pull. Here we go. Push those hands up and back. So you're getting that rotational stretch out of your shoulders. It's good to see everybody. We got a full house tonight. 4, 3, 2, and stay with the wide. Hands are here. And begin a push-up with a little toe tap. Easy on those shoulders on this reach. Keep your core steady. Once you get that part stretched out, then you can start straightening your arm a little bit more. Make sure you're breathing. Let's bring it down. Let's do a push forward and turn. So you're reaching for something that's just beyond you. So you've got a little bit of a lean. Getting that spinal rotation. Bend those shoulders up in the back. 4, 3, 2, arms down and heels up. So we want to stretch those quads. Let's just do a little shoulder roll. And you need to figure out how that works for you, okay? Press the shoulders forward. Press them back. Roll them forward. Press them back. Now let's just march. Forward. Move around your space. Make sure you know what's on the floor around you. Putting orange things and anything against the wall. Make sure you do some curves. Move it backwards, sideways. Let's reset. All right, we're going to do that one again because, hey, why not? Not that one. Come on. All right. So, we're going to get into, we've warmed up. We're going to start by hands up and do a knee pull. So you do that lift and hold, lift and hold. Lift, there you go. So get that knee up as high. Open your hands when they're up. Close and pull it down. So behave as if you've got the rope to control your knee. Good. And let's go ahead and work from that wider stance. So you have to do that balance shift and hold. Winding it down. Four, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's just walk our feet out. And you want to pick your feet up just like that on the floor. So you're not nailed to the floor here. Go ahead and roll those hips back just a little bit. Let's go through a little bit of a lunge here. And you're pressing back into that one hip. Nice and slow, being mindful of the inner thighs. The open stretch there. So you're essentially going into that one-legged stance. Other leg is nice and long. Good. Now bring your foot in just a little bit. We're going to speed it up. We're going to go here and here, here and here. How are you going to get your hands? Here and here. Good. Now, pick up one weight for me. Doesn't matter what size that weight is, as long as you can handle it. Go back to your side lunge position. As you go down, you're going to do a little bit of an overhead press. And then switch. Here we go. Here. And here. So it's a very small lift. Okay, just about ear level. Keep your upper body up. You find it. Your body's like, hey, what are you trying to do? You gotta figure it out. Good. Make sure you're focusing that bend. Right back here. We got 2 more. Done. All right. So I need you, so some of you are working together. You need to set yourself a set of targets. You can use your weights. Those are optimal. Set them wide because we're going to be doing shuffling. You're going to shuffle to one target, reach down and touch it, shuffle to the other target, reach down and touch it. So make sure that y'all both have room to move. If y'all are paired up, you're at home and it's just you working, make sure you've got the optimal space. Normally I would go this way, but since I have a longer space this way, that's what I'm going to do. Also want to remind you that when you're shuffling, the lead foot, the foot that's in front, is always at the top, and the back foot always trails behind the other foot. So if you're doing lead foot, you're always here, and you're never crossing over, all right? And you want to pick up your feet, because if any of y'all take a tumble, it's kind of hard to call 911 when you're in another state. So set your targets. You can set them as wide as you like, but I don't want them narrow because you need to have the ability to move. And then make sure there's nothing in your way. Okay, let's do this. Start in the center and just kind of ease yourself and then touch down and then ease yourself to the other side. So you want to be doing that little bit of a hip hinge up on your toes, kind of galloping, side galloping along here. And as you get warmed up, you can speed up a little bit. I do have a mat on my floor, so if you're hearing that extra sound, that's my feet dragging over that mat. All right, so we're going to add a touch and a reach up. You can touch and reach and then come back. So you're going to touch, reach, and come back. Touch, reach. Good. Good. Now let's make it a double. Touch, reach, touch, reach. So that's one. All right. Okay. Get a drink if you need to. And if it works for you, you're going to use that same setup. And we're going to do Bosu march, Bosu, sumo. Those words aren't even the same. Sumo march from one end to the other. So you're going to be in your hips, lifting that knee up. You want to lift the knee up about hip wide. Wide stance. Sumo march forward. Double hands. Sumo march back. Double hands. Take your time. And let's go. All right, let's wait for the song. Double hands and back. Pretend like you have a great day and you're trying to step over. Put those wide legs, whoa, high knees, kilter balance. That's great. And then that double touchdown to work in there. Hands where you want them to be, okay? Good. Double touch. Good. Okay, move on yourself to the middle of your space. Bend your hips. Pick it up right here. And your face. Find your balance. Think about what your core is doing. You're not moving. You're just trying to get that knee to come up as high as it can with the wide. Okay, go a little wider and a little lower. Add a little squat. You don't have to. A challenge level. Make sure you're breathing. Bring it back and center and rock. Catch your breath. Heels are coming up, toes are staying planted. And up. All right. Good job, everybody. Take a couple of seconds to do your heels up and your knees up. I know what you're thinking. We just did knees up. No, I mean knees up here so that you make sure your spine is back where you want it to be. All right. We're going to be doing lunges at 45 degrees. So make sure you're in your area where you can step to that 45-degree mark. Okay, so we're not going forward and sideways. At your diagonals. And water. And we're also going to do arms. So if you want to add a single weight, because you get to choose your pattern. If you want to go front, 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 back, 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 however you want to do it. But you can have an arm go with each leg depending on the direction you're going. So you do a little front arm raise, or you can do a little side arm raise for the step back. We're going to be doing kickbacks later. So if you don't want to do a kickback, you don't have to. You can. I'm not going to tell you what to do with arms. Arms, you get to plan what you want to do in accordance with your legs. So we all know how to do this. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of instructions other than just mind your angles. Be careful not to overstep your knee over your toes. And then when you step back, make sure you're bending into that back leg so your front leg is still engaged. And that's pretty much it. Here we go. So you get to kind of go at your own leisure and choose what you would like to do. If you find a pattern that works for you, then you can do that pattern. And nobody's going to be mad. And you can turn that pattern on its head. You can do a different pattern every time if you want. You want to do the same thing every single time? Nobody's going to be mad. You to think a little bit more. What is my arm going to do this time? What am I doing with my legs? And switching from doubles to singles kind of keeps your body guessing. Am I going to lift? Do I have to help support? I'm just doing one side this time. There you go. So I'm seeing a lot of nice modifications from you guys. Okay, challenge time. Opposites. So whatever leg, opposite arm. If you can't do anything but else, a front arm lift with your opposite leg, that's fine. Two more. And done. All right. Okay, so this is where we're going to bring our step over object into play. So go ahead and get that, set that in your open space. And we're going to do band at below knees. No, we're not going to do band at below knees. I take that back. That's a little too much. So whatever your thing is, the lowest level is your first level. The second one is the middling one, and then you've got your highest one. So whatever object you have, you need to know what your low, because usually your low one is going to be one or two of the longest that you need to step over. And then of course your middle and high, and then your high one. So make sure you know what those are. We're going to start by doing the side step over. No, we're doing front to back step over, so you'll be behind it. And yes, you will have a pair of weights. And we're going to be doing just a little bit of an overhead press. Remember, depending on how your shoulders are feeling today, how high you lift is entirely up to you. I've got to fetch my targets. They are the weights I want to use. And just remember, you want your feet back. When you do it, you want to do your step over and back, and then you can change and do the other foot. No, let's kind of keep it simple here. We'll do half the song with the left leg moving and then half the song with the right leg moving. And at any time, if you get overwhelmed on your overhead press, you can always keep it low and just do a little pulse. You can take the weights out and do an arm stretch. So you're always able to change it up. And if you're at home, it's not like I can come get you and say, no, you need to be doing this. You do you. All right, keep your right foot planted and your left foot's going to be doing the motion. You're going to step over and back. So it's just a little turn from here to there. Good. Remember, you only have to go as high as you feel it's going to work for you. And I know that on my forward, I'm actually pressing forward a little bit. And on my backward, I'm just going up a bit. So you can change it to work in two different areas. So you're stepping. All right. And at this point, if you want to change your block, I'm going to take mine up to the middle step. So I have something challenging to step over. I have to lift my foot. Take that knee up. Well, I was talking about picking our feet up. Then I do crazy with the weight. All right, I'm going to do one more height change. Take it to the tall level for my step over with the 1 foot before we switch feet. Up. And I'm going to take my press to just 1. So the step over and the return. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Take it down. Let's go to the other side. So the right foot is going over. So I'm just doing little pulses here for myself now. Little pulses. Remember, if you need to, you can switch gears. You can take it to a lower set of weights if you have a smaller set. All right, take it to setting number 2. If you want to do that, if you don't, keep it low. Here we go. Take those feet up. Be mindful where those feet are. All right, last one. That high setting. This is where I go to single. So I can focus on picking up my arm. And honestly, my shoulders are about it. Last one. Woo. All right. All right. Now, if you have a lighter set of weights, or actually what we'll do is we'll change what we're going to do. We're not going to do shoulders 2 times in a row, as much as that would be a great idea. How about no? I'm going to skip back to a song that we did previously. So we're going to take this down, and we're going to go side to side. So it's going the same direction as your feet. So you need to remember when you step over, you have to step with enough room to get both feet completely over. And when you kick it up to the next level, make sure you're picking your feet up and you're not doing this. Watch my second foot. So my first foot's doing this, but my second foot does this. Don't do that. It's called cheating. It's also called punting your dog into the yard. So don't do that. Pick your feet up on both steps. And let's just change it to a curl or a kickback. So you do have your choice there. You can do both. You can do neither. You can put the weights down and just flail if you want to. All right, little door-to-door disco. Started with the flats. Here we go. So just a little curl action. Take that big step. Make sure your feet are coming over the top. In fact, that's what I want you to challenge yourself. While it's low, take that big step. Good. All right, let's set it to the middle one. Now be mindful, you have to pick your feet up. Exaggerate, it helps. All right. And be very definitive about where you're stepping. Define it. Be definite. How many D words can I? Determine that you're going to pick your legs up. Have a destination for your feet. Now, let's do a little bit of a challenge. Simply keep doing what you're doing and close one eye. Okay? You're not actually looking at your feet, so this shouldn't be a problem. All right? Open both eyes, take a couple steps over. Now, close the other eye. That should not change how high your feet are going, right? You're not looking down at the block. All right, step over. Open your eyes. Do a little boogie. And set this guy up. All right, here we go. Pick those feet up. Get those knees high in front of you. Good. That's set. And done. Woo-hoo, yay. All right, go ahead. Put your block away. We're going to use it one last time at the end. So set it to the side. Get your chair out. Put your band on at thighs. or below knee, whichever one is preferable for you. And as a precaution, just set your weights in the back of your chair. So if we decide we want to use weights, they are right there. Because you know how it is. You get in the middle and you think, oh, it'd be a great idea to be lifting my weights, but I put them down on a table that's out of my reach. So have them on the back of your chair. That'll work. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to do an open, close with a lift. So you're going to open, close, lift, down. Open, close. So the control is when you open and close your legs, you keep your feet even. So you don't do this. Because when you do that, you notice the band will up your legs. You don't want to do that. So keep your legs parallel as much as you can. And then on your lift and lower, you want it to be, and you can hold on to your chair if you need to. You want it to be the lift and the lower. It's two different moves. It's not lift, slam your feet down. Okay? Because the control that we often miss is the lowering. The lowering is where all the control is. This you can overcome with momentum. But putting your feet down slowly is where you gain all your control. So be thinking about that. That's what we're going to be thinking about. So let me find, there we go, number 6. All right, go ahead and just get yourself seated. Here we go. Open, open, close, up, down, open, close, up, down, open, close, up, down, open, close, and down. So your hands do whatever you want them to do. If you want to hold on to your chair, hold on to your chair. Open, close, up, down. If you want to weave your fingers together, you can do that too. And down, open, close, up, down. Let's just do open, close, open, close. Just gonna do open, close for a moment. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Now let's do up and down. Ready? Up, down, up, down. Down, rest yourself. Okay, let's go back to our pattern. Open, close, up, and down. Open, close, up, and down. Up, down, close, up, down. Open, close, up, down, open, close, up, and rest. Bring the band up to the top of your thighs. If you're not already there, we're just going to change it up. Mechanics just a little bit. Do a little bit of a rock. Here we go. Open, close, up, down, open, close, up, down. Open, close, up. So let's do double. Open, close, up, and down. 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 Open, open, close, up, and down. Open, close, up, and down. Last set. Woo! All right. Go ahead and take your band off. We're going to use it again later. All right. You got your weights on your chair, yes? Go ahead and put those in front of you. We're going to stand up and go into hip hinge position. So take your feet apart. You got your chair behind you in case you need it. Start bending at the hips first. Head up, chin up. Go right into those hamstrings. Let's hold that position for just a moment. Maybe like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let your knees bend just a little bit. Pulse. So you're right over your chair. Now, from this position, kind of figure out how much lower you have to go to grab your weights. And if you need to, roll those weights just a little bit closer to you so you don't have to reach out. 4, 3, 2, let's stand up. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna squat, pick up our weights, kick back, and put them down. So let's just do that part first, ready? We're gonna squat, pick them up, kick back, and put them down. Come up. So you're always gonna come up, and then go back down. Ready? Here we go. Squat, come up, kick back, and put it down. Down, and up, and down again. Pick them up, kick back, bring it in, put it down, come up, and down again. Kick back, bring it in, put it down, come up, go down again, pick them up, kick it back, bring it in, put it down, come up, down again, pick it up, kick it back, bring it in, put it down, come up, and down, pick them up, kick back, bring it in, put it down, pick it up, sorry, go down, now pick it up, I got out of my own phrasing, down, and come up. So all we're going to do is pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, and up, and down. So you always come up, even if you don't have the weights, down, and up, down, and up, down, and up, down, and up. With the weights, and without. Now, up, and kick, and put them down, come up, pick them up, kick it back, and in, put them down, come up, go down, pick them up, go down, and we're just going to do down and up this time, down, and up, pick them up every other one, keeping your back and your hips in good position, arms are long, head and neck at neutral. Stay up. All right, how are we doing? Everybody doing okay? Thumbs up if you're doing okay. All right, I'm gonna scoot my chair to the side. We're gonna do wood chopper in reverse. And here's the thing. Let's do a single arm wood chopper, which means when we go into wood chopper position, you're gonna have your thumb on the head of the weight. So if you have issues with your thumb, then you don't want to take your thumb out there. You want to have it in its normal position. But you want to kind of do a little bit of thumb strengthening, because what we do is when we do our wood chopper, I'm going to kneel so that you can see this. It's up here, and it folds behind your head. So we're going to do a single arm wood chopper in a reverse lunge. So if you have something you can hold onto, your chair or a desk or the wall. So if the wall is there and you have something to brace with, let me do it this way. So you're going to go into your reverse lunge, your weights here. So you're going your reverse lunge, and you're going to go 1, 2. So you're in a stable position. You're not trying to free form it necessarily, unless you really want to. But I want you to be able to focus on where your arm is and what your legs are doing without you trying to not fall over. All right, so depending where your thing is located, we're going to do one side, and then we're going to do the other. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're in the right spot. All right, arm up. Go ahead and step back into your lunge position. And here we go. Take your time. Bend that back knee. Bend that elbow. Now, if this gets to be too much, you can fold the arm in from out into your shoulder, or take it into a kickback, okay? Normally, we're not doing a single-handed wood chopper. You want to be on those toes on that back foot. Going into that back leg. And if the weight gets to be too much, just simply put it down and do the arm movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that up, arm down. Check your legs out. Reset so that you're on the other side, whatever it is you're going to use for your balance. Go into your stance, arm up. Here we go. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ready to come up for me? Check your legs out. Now, we're going to finish the song, but I want us to finish the song from the seated position. So just pop your chair back into place. We're going to do double wood chopper from the seated position, which means you can sit all the way back and let your back lean against the chair, feet flat on the floor. I'm going to cross mine and just swing my legs. Hands are here. I'm going to turn sideways a little bit so you can see. All right. So here's where you are. You can use 2 weights, and you're going to fold so your back is supported so you don't have to duck your head. All right. You're just going to fold these right back here, straighten them up. You can use 1 weight in the prayer position like an axe head. You can use that same single weight long ways like so with your thumbs out. So it just depends on how much weight you want to have over your head and what position you want your arms and your elbows to be in. So you can make the choice as you go along. We don't have much of the song left, probably about, I want to say 50 seconds. So you can change it up as much or as little as you need to. Here we go. Everybody sit up nice and tall. Make sure you keep your head up. You're not jumping your chin. Good. Now I'm going to change one of mine to digital. Go ahead and bring that down nice and careful. Go ahead and roll your shoulders for me, kind of get yourself loosened up. Sometimes being overhead for that long can kind of tighten things up. So you want to stretch back into your back. You want to press the shoulder blades towards the spine. And then you want to roll your shoulders forward, kind of pushing the spine out, kind of duck your chin a little bit to release the tension in your neck. Head side to side. Bring up the shoulder. All right, I'm going to turn my chair back. Now, this is where you're going to grab your yoga block again, because we're going to do abs, and we're going to use this to raise our feet up off the floor, because it makes the abs that much more fun. And I know Sabra's on the side going, no, it doesn't. All right, here we go. Okay. So, all right, so you put the block between your feet, your heels are lined up with the back long edge of it, and you take it out enough that you can see your toes just beyond your knees, and then you put your heels, your feet stay relatively flat, we're not lifting up the toes yet, let your toes hang down. All right, bring the weights right here. You're sitting up at 90 degrees, your belly button is tucked forward towards the top of your thighs, and you just lean your upper body back at 80 degrees, and you just kind of do your little rocking press right here. You feel that little contraction, probably right here below the rib cage. just gonna rock just a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Come up here, 90. Lift up those toes, press those heels into that block. Here we go. Here. The toes being up, it kind of changes where it hits because it was here. And now it's hitting a little lower for some of you, not everybody. That's okay. Some of you might feel it all the way around. It depends on where your abs are and how you're feeling today. All right. Come up to your 90. Pick up your left foot and stack it on top of your right. Let's go back into our 80. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, put down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Everybody except Cindy, because I saw what you got there, Cindy. You're going to take your block to that second level, and it's very skinny, and you have to be mindful that your feet could push the block over. She's on the ball, which is already enough of the challenge. We're just going to take our challenge to her level. Heels, toes up, touch belly button. We're going to double time it. Ready? Pulse, 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 pulse. So it's that little rapid fire, not a big movement, very small movement. And it's key that you have your belly button tucked forward so that your lumbar is in a good position to manage this. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Go ahead and take one of these and put it behind you. Come up. Elbows out. Challenge mode if you don't want any fingers. Ready? Back to our little rock. 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 Upper body. Rock. Let's go left and right. Left. Right. So it's a small turn on the spine. Not a big movement. You're not leaning back very far. You got your toes up and your feet are 4 or 5 inches off the ground. So you're just doing that little bit of a turn. These wavy fingers, I feel like I have gills now. Big bend, I don't know. Last one. All right, go ahead and put this down. Tuck those weights in behind you enough that they're not going to roll back and find you in a minute. Go ahead and pick your block or your ball up if that's what you have on hand. We're going to use this to help us with our stretching. We're going to play that last song again because why not? Sit on the very front edge of your chair. Take your legs out as far as comfortable for you. Ball, block, whatever it is. Straight forward, hands on the side. No fingers, no thumbs, just your palms. Okay? Roll it up. Sit up nice and tall. Spread those ribs up. And we're going to tilt to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up. To the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up. Bring it out directly in front of you. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Push your shoulder blades away from your spine so you're stretching behind you more. And your fingers are out here, just stretching forward. Take a deep breath and go back to normal position. And let your arms just go down. Okay, roll your hips forward. And you're just going to sink right into here. Make sure your toes are loose and pressing into the ground. Stop when your inner thighs tell you to stop, people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to roll it back up slowly. Upper body first. And then you get to the hips and roll it back. Take this guy and set it to the side. All right, so bring your legs hip width. Arms are going to go down. So keeping your chin up, roll forward in your hips. Okay, as far as you can go. As far as you can go. And hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbow to the knee or the thigh, elbow to thigh. Chin up first. Chin up first. Your back will follow. We're going to roll our hips backwards and take our shoulder blades towards the chair. Kind of tuck our chin in right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your chin up to neutral position. And with the chin first, just kind of bring it up and you go back in. All right. Right hand, left hand to right heel. Arm up. 4, 3, 2, and up. And other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. All right. Rock your hip bones. Those sit bones. Side to side here. Make sure you're open here. Opposite shoulders. Same shoulders, whichever shoulders, as long as they're catching. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's breathe it up. And exhale down. All right, you guys, good job. Okay, I'm going to make sure it doesn't start over again because technology is prone to doing things like that. Thank you for joining me and hanging out. I will have the repeat set out for you to put into your personal library when later on this evening, and I will talk to you on the other side. Have a great day.